about to come out to process. It's about 1:30 in the morning here in the UK, in Portsmouth. I'm about to come out and process. There's a Southport. And what Southport means within my own life and what they've been through and what I believe is actually going on. But the funny thing is, I can't think whose live I was watching earlier. I got a feeling it was Paul Thorpe. And there was a taxi in the background. White taxi. So I need to go back home and double check which lives I've watched tonight. I've got a feeling my sound may disappear. But yeah, I was watching a live of somebody else's today. I think it was Paul Thorpe. And I highlighted to myself as I'm watching things that there was a white taxi in the background. And then something about this white taxi today. And obviously, you know, I know about taxis, black taxis and stuff like that, because I live in Northern Ireland. And then I think I see the very same white taxi. Unless these are really, really damn common right now, and I'm going to see them everywhere because of RTM and stuff. New branding and all that. So anyway, down at the roundabout, was an old lady. Hang on, what is it? Down at the cow sheds, shoveling up refuge for the farmer. Oh, what's the beginning of the song? Hang on a minute. There was an old lady who looked like a very nice young lady. Is that half the way through? What's the beginning of this song? I can't remember the beginning of the song. So anyway, I'm on the roundabout here in Portsmouth, where Usco's extra, slightly missing. And obviously McDonald's is open. And I'm just at the back of Portsmouth Football Club. You're going to have a come back up. We'll go around the back of Tesco's and we'll go and show you what Portsmouth Football Club has to say. So as I said, I'm processing because of what's happened in Southport. I have a feeling, look, what parent drops their child off at that age to a Taylor Swift fucking yoga fucking class in the first place? Look, I tell you, where yoga goes, I don't go. Yeah, where yoga is, I am not. Where Pilates, I shall do. I like Pilates. You know, I like a bit of exercise. Can we get up there? I want to go and see something a minute. Can I get up there? So I have a heavy heart. And I don't like having a heavy heart. Let's go in here where you got a bit of see. Not you need to see me. You don't even really need to hear my voice. I'm just seeing how far they will let me talk and what they'll let me say, watch it back. I'm at Tesco's right now. This is a bit of a makeshift, by the way. I'm actually meant to be in bed. I haven't got my pyjamas on. I'm in my normal trousers. But my top needs putting back together. But I was only just literally going for a walk. I just needed to get out of the house. I just needed to stop watching YouTube channels, not listen to the news, and come out and just process where I'm up to right now. But it all comes back down to this again. So hang on a minute. I was just going to have a look at what sort of stuff is being dumped off outside our bin here right now. That's a bit interesting, isn't it? Look at that. We got a big tub of vegetable cooking oil there. Some gloves, some foam that would burn really badly, and some bits. I'm not going to touch it just in case, you never know. I don't think cooking oil could really do much, could it? Could it? Yeah, maybe it could. Yes, it could. In the car park. Car parks, petrol station over there. Oh, what's this car? Not show people's veggies or anything like that. Very filthy, though, dumping all their freaking McDonald's shits and stuff. Right, so anyway, I'm at the back of Portsmouth Football Club, sponsored by the University of Portsmouth. So, University of Portsmouth, together we achieve. We are Portsmouth Football Club, 1898. So this is basically the... Hey, guess what? Guess what? Portsmouth men ain't champions. It's Portsmouth women. Up to the Portsmouth women. Big up to our Portsmouth women. Or well, they would be called the girls, but I don't need to call them the girls because they're women. But at the end of the day, there's a football camp here. And there's children being trained to play football. I quite like just kicking a ball around in spaces like this, you know, I mean, my children and stuff. It's all good in the hood. So anyway, my little heart can't take the information to digest what's gone on in Southport at the moment, because obviously I'm aware that the media can't tell us everything that's going on at the moment. And the amount of times that one of these children was brutally stabbed. And I would assume that there's a lot more that's gone on to this. I mean, what sort of fucking parent drops their fucking child off at some kid's fucking club where they're doing whatever doodah things with some bloody whatever dancey person and yoga and dance? Anyway, I get it. But do you not understand why at home ed? Do you not understand why I fought to try to my best to keep Aaron and Faith out of all of this? And the only nursery that my two went to, or childminders, was somebody that I knew. My friend actually said, look, we're going to give you a hand, blah, 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 blah. I used to watch my children on the phone on a camera, do you know that? You know, and I think a lot of parents that are dropping their children off want to say this, that look, if you're going to have a camera in school, I'm going to be on my phone and I can check in with them. Or if not, why the fuck are you dropping your children? Oh, the one thing out of Aaron and Faith being taken, it really fucking pissed me off out of this comment that this judgment said, that I would palm my children off with the state to meet the needs. That's bollocks, but that just tells you it was all to do with Challenge Britain, Step Up Britain, everything that I was doing, yeah? That's what that was about. But anyway, when you think about it, council house world and things like that, and not just that, just parents in general, this line between our intentions and consent. So this is an Abyss hotel, right? Now, I've never escorted here in Portsmouth. It was a long time ago, people, fucking long time ago, since I went to university and had to do that shit. I was just curious about the white taxi. But my little heart is finding it a little bit difficult to process the brutality of the murder to children today. I was hoping it was a hoax, like really seriously, like someone just tell me that watch out, Beagle's about's going to come out and someone's going to say, Kelly, this is a hoax, you know, it's just the media, it's just the thing. But obviously I know Southport really well. I lived in Leyland. I spent a lot of time in Southport taking my boys down to the beach. And as you know, once we made the decision to leave Leyland, we were actually moving to Southport. And then obviously social fucking nosy fuckers. We were bridging while we were dealing with moving into another house, and that's fine. No different than when we've bridged going into army quarters and they put you up in a B&B while you're bridging over your tenancies. It was no different. But it makes me worry more about Aaron and Faith and what they're going through and how they perceive the world and what they see and things like that. And just all of it just pisses me off. And then it pisses me off because today I've had to go and see the hospital where I think I was actually really born into. And then I've had to go and see the kids that don't know what to make out of being out. They're all out. I shouldn't say kiss. I think I'm fishing, night fishing. I understand why people like to move to islands and fuck off out of everything, you know what I mean? I get it. Just withdraw from society altogether. I don't want to have to be like that. That's pretty cruel. I really don't want to be like that. So anyway, this is the line between, I'll tell you what though, when I went into McDonald's a minute ago, I don't even feel like I live in England anymore. I like it. It doesn't really necessarily bother me so much, but it does bother me when I think about like the rules I've had to obey by going to other countries, like in Egypt. You know, to walk around like this with, I haven't got that's actually a thing, but to have a strap, to walk around in Egypt and to have a strap like that, you can't go into the mosques and things like that. You've got to cover your shoulders. And I get that. You know, I get the certain etiquettes and things like that, but the challenge is when you've got such different cultures, such different beliefs, religions and stuff like that. Like even now, me as a woman out here, lady of the night. I'm not a lady of the night. I am literally, I just need to walk, I just need to get out. Dad's staying over with the boys. You know, I'm giving them some space. It's a chance that I get out. You know, people think that I've got some boss and employee and I didn't go to London because I get in trouble with a boss. I don't have a boss. I don't have a boss, people. I'm in a queue waiting for an upright scan that's never going to fucking come from me and my family. And even if I did get any form of help, then I've got to take the watch. I've got to go through this thing and I'm just not willing to do it. There you go, look. The reason that I came out is because actually watching what I was watching about Southport was actually putting me into a state of fear. No true Christian goes into a state of fear. And I couldn't allow what I was seeing and hearing to put me into that place. This is what pisses me off about people in this country. And it's not, sometimes it's our own loop. Look. But this will annoy me now, so I'm going to have to. But the thing is, even just picking it up is a pain in the arse, because if somebody has bottled somebody with this, it's evidence and it's got my blood on. But that's crazy. I mean, it's a full bottle. Look. I'm just going to try and move this bit out of the way a bit. Oh, that's my drink going on me now. Is there a bin? Even just to leave it out there. But look, I mean, it's just... I and many others want and need a greater platform for our future generation. The generation that's coming through now, I mean, God help us, older generation. That's all I can say. God help us, because the younger generation can't do this. They can't. I don't care whether you think you can, you think you can't, whatever. Right now, as a collective of people and the direction and the way which the country is going in, people are in depression. People are sad. People are feeling low. People are down. People are grieving. People are going through things. And people are having to get up in the morning and put on pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile and smile, smile. And that isn't going to get us through this world. Most people don't even know what the present moment is. And yes, I am always grateful that there is a roof over mine and the boys' head. I am always aware that the situation that I live in currently, you probably wouldn't ever want to live in that situation, because you've got money to go out, you've got money to go for meals, you've got money to take your children out. I'm not in a situation to do that at this particular point, which is also why you know, people have a go at you, people that are fundraising to be able to do stuff, but these people are staying in hotels. Someone's put me up in a hotel. What, for one night? Yeah, how do they expect me to get to London with two boys when I'm in here in Portsmouth? My car got taken by the police. The gagging orders and stuff that I've had, charges in court for not putting the boys in school. Well, it was actually for failing to not put them in school on orders. No, I haven't really heard much right now, but I've moved. I've just been through abuse over at that place, abuse over at that place. We've had Elijah's head banged off a unit, me taken while pregnant with Shiloh, locked up in fucking St James's for a couple of hours, you know. We've had so much go on, so I really don't give a shit what people say or think in terms of what they think I am or not doing, what I may be involved in. Right now, I really love being able to spend time with the boys at the park and stuff. What we miss is family. And I think that's what everybody's missing. They're missing the family. I don't even know my family. My family don't even know me. But I'm thinking of the families of the people that are affected in Southport. It's going to absolutely put a community. I remember Jamie Bolger, but what it shouldn't do is put a community in fear, but it should make people wonder, why are you just handing your children over to fucking just anybody because you're being told to do so? Like, why are you doing it? Seriously.